Alright. Time for another Explore video. For a game from Activision. Dark Reign, the Future of War. That is the game we're doing. Greetings! This is a real-time strategy game by Activision, and it takes cues from games I think like Warcraft and Command & Conquer, and sort of molds them into its own. And we're just going to basically showcase what this game's all about a little bit, with a little instant action here, and just sort of, go from there. I think we'll maybe have let's see, I'm basically going to make one guy here, we're going to have him on my team, and we're going to have this guy on his own team. And let's just sort of get started, and I'll basically showcase a little bit about what's going on. So, you basically have this sort of Warcraft type of building system, where you take your peasants, or in this case construction breaks, and you make them build stuff. So I'm building stuff new buildings and such.
Construction complete. Unit generation in progress.
But it's got its own feel to it. Basically, you consume for making big structures like your units to construct stuff. And there'll be other quirks as well.
What do you want?
Construction underway. Unit completed.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. We're just going to build a few basic structures here.
Sure. Sure.
Construction underway.
Now, I'll note that because I have an ally, you can see what he's doing. So you can see he's got built up.
Construction complete. Unit generation in progress.
And he's already got one guy going around to explore a little bit. His mercenary.
Completed.
I think we'll have these guys do a little bit of scouting for us.
Where to? Where to?
Now, unfortunately, I can't really control the music in this game. But anyhow,
Construction complete.
basically this is a RTS game that I played, and I actually really enjoyed this game.
Engaged.
It looks like that's where the enemy is right now.
Unit complete.
And essentially, this is a game that's about conquering your opponents and all that, but it's set in space, sort of. It's kind of got sort of a Starcraft feel to it,
Set to go.
and it's kind of interesting in how it plays out. And it's got its own quirks and mechanics to make it sort of different.
Unit generation.
There's a scout that I can make use of, an actual scout, so maybe I should actually build those.
Enemy engaged. Reporting.
Do some scouting for me, Mr. Scout.
Unit generation in progress.
Now, unlike, say, CNC or Starcraft, there's basically a lot of differences between this game and, sort of how they play. This game, sort of takes into account, the terrain that you basically run over and stuff like that. And it makes the gameplay really interesting. Might build a few martyrs.
Enemy engaged.
But anyhow, what's to say about this game? I basically played this game as like a sort of like an oddity after playing Dark Reign 2. I didn't think it'd be very worth much of my time because Dark Reign 2 is not that great, the sequel to this game, but this game itself is actually really good. It's got like a sort of CNC feel to it, but with like sort of like the Starcraft quirks to it.
Who's next?
And let's have these guys give them a high independence, and we'll make them destroy everything down here. There's basically like advanced auras for these guys, so you can make them like do different stuff and like occupy things in a different way.
Unit generation in progress.
Not sure what my ally's doing, but whatever. Anyhow, basically what this game's all about is like building up like units to basically destroy your enemies and stuff. And we'll just basically blow up the base here and then we'll move on. We'll just destroy the enemy and then I'll move on to the tutorial, so to speak. Is the plan. Alright, I see you like built like something else or something. Or I have to destroy everything on the map. Now, I do say I like this game, but there's actually, a few quirks I don't like. Okay, we did kill everything, so it's got its quirks to it. But I found this game to be really fun, and I basically played this the first game, Dark Reign 2. And first experience with like the series of this game was not that great, but Dark Reign was actually a really interesting RTS that I basically delved into. And I guess like there's like a little bit of the action you'll basically be seeing. I'll just jump into like tutorials here, and you can sort of like have like a sort of like showcase of what's going on there. And I'm just going to skip this video here, and basically if I actually do a series of this, I'm actually wondering if I should do a series still on this. But yeah, we'll basically jump in here and I'll basically showcase a little bit about resource management and stuff like that. Let's go into resource management, and we'll skip the combat engineering.
So, the scrub is back for more. Don't know if that makes you persistent or stupid. Okay, I'm supposed to teach you to manage resources. Follow orders exactly as I give them, and we'll get along just fine. All these buildings the Synod has been nice enough to let you need power. Right now, your base is underpowered. Check the power bar at the bottom right of your console. It's empty, and that's bad. I've given you some credits to start with. Grab a rig and build a Talon power generator. Come on, Sparky, get that power generator up and running.
Construction.
Now, sadly the tutorials aren't that great because you can't really adjust the music, but there is a lot of interesting mechanics that this game basically throws at you.
The mini-map don't work. Your units are reduced slower, and the turrets don't fire as fast as they should. Let's just say you're screwed.
Construction.
Alright, you're still short on juice though. You could build another generator, but that'd be a waste of money. This one's still got plenty more capacity if you pump some Talon into it. Below your base, let's grab a load of naturally occurring
Where
Talon.
to?
Take the freighter from the power
Where to?
generator you just built. Go find the Talon. You got the freighter selected? You put the cursor over the Talon. You'll see
Where
the
to?
collect resource cursor. Click on the Talon, the freighter will start hauling loads to your power generator. Its power output will increase.
Low power.
So this is one of the first resources you can use. Basically, Talon lets you make get more power for your like power structures.
Alright, you got enough power now. You should notice that the mini-map in the lower right corner of of your console just came online. War is just like politics and dating. The most important thing is money. Everything you build costs you credits. You get credits by selling water. Snob-headed imperial bastards and all the surface until the only fresh water left is in underground springs. Here's a few more credits. Build a water launch pad near the spring north of your base.
Alright.
So yeah, basically, water is your resource for money.
Ready to move to the nearest spring in your line of sight. Ready to keep making runs on its own afterward.
And yeah, sorry about the music, but it's kind of hard to adjust the music in this game. So you have to sort of deal with it.
I like it. Now you got some water coming in. The water won't be launched off-world until the launch pad is full. So sit tight and wait for the freighter to haul a few more loads.
Now, something very interesting with like the water mechanic here, you actually sort of have to fill up the water launch pad to get your credits. So, unlike with say CNC where you pump it up, you actually have to pump this 4 times to get your money.
And you'll get your money when it's full.
So yeah, basically you have to pump it up 4 times,
Water won't always be easy to come by.
and then you get your money.
Most of the time you'll have to scout out a spring so your freighter knows where to go.
And you get 3,000 credits for pumping up the water. Now it's worth knowing that you can actually sell water if have
Attack.
a real
There are
need
2
for it.
times when the enemy will attack. When you're ready for him, and when you're not ready for him.
So I sold it there to get
Turret should be
get a
able to
little
hold
bit of
it
money
off.
there.
Yeah, see your turrets are damaged. Hit the repair button at the top of the screen. That's the one that looks like a wrench, smart guy. You'll
So here's
get
the
repair
CNC bit here.
Click on the damaged buildings, and they'll begin to repair. Like all good things, repairing costs money. Now, if you ever need credits before your launch pad is full, hit the sell water button in the special functions menu. Whatever water is in the pad at the time will be picked up, and you'll get the money. But it'll cost you. Tanker pilots don't like to make pickups if they don't have a full load. All right, scrubs, we're sitting in butter now. Let's go bounce some heads. Start cranking out raiders and spider bikes. And there's an Imperium base to the west. When you've got enough troops, go flatten it.
And, basically to sort of cover what we did there, you essentially have 2 resources, kind of like, Warcraft and like the Starcraft universe.
Unit
But
completed.
they make this really interesting how the resources work. Basically you power up your power to have more power as a resource, and then you have water, which is your main money resource.
Unit completed.
So it's really interesting. And yeah, we're just going to build a few units here and just go destroy the enemy again.
Unit completed.
And now there's also something really
Hey,
interesting
Pete,
with the campaign
You gonna
too.
take out that Imperium base, or you just gonna keep schmucking around?
And yeah, we're gonna get that guy in the background
Unit complete.
yelling at me a little bit.
Set to go. Hit it. Yeah, let's roll.
Let's say this is enough for now, and let's get these guys going,
Completed.
Ready. Hit it.
and let's go
Right
wipe
away.
out the enemy.
Let's roll.
There's this harvester. Let's kill it,
Hit it.
and I'll go kill his turrets and stuff.
Let's move. Right away.
There's this defensive structure, the plasma turret.
Love the sound of exploding buildings. Hit it. Right away. Right away.
We'll blow up this here now.
Nice work. Right away.
As you can see, you actually see what building you're blowing up too, because it actually, tells you what these units are. So you got that sort of CNC influence there, where it tells you what units are fighting. Very fun game overall.
Nice work, Slick. He's as dumb as they told me. Think you might be ready for some real combat. Now get the hell out of here.
Alright, so I think that's enough of a sort of demonstration of what's, to be expected from this game. I have a lot of fun, playing this game when I did, so, I was actually thinking about doing a series, and this might be a game I will do a series of, but we'll see in the future if I do. For now, I hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys actually are interested in perhaps seeing a series of it, let me know, and we'll go from there.